Welcome to another TW Extreme, and today I am getting acquainted with Taekwondo here at the Brisbane Taekwondo Centre, and I'm here with black belt Adam Wilson. Adam, how did you get into Taekwondo?
I first started when I was about 6 years old, down in Canberra, so yeah.
So where does the sport come from?
It comes from Korea. It's been around for about 3,000 years.
Okay, but it's an Olympic sport as well, isn't it?
It is, so it's a traditional form of self-defense and a martial art, as well as being a competition and an Olympic sport.
Right, and what age can you start getting into the sport?
You can actually start from as young as 4 years old.
Wow,
yeah,
that's so young.
It is.
But you can keep going until you're quite old.
You can keep going. We've actually, our oldest student just turned 75 this year, so right through.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all dressed and ready for today's session. What are we going to be learning?
We're going to be learning some self-defense, doing some kicks and punches, a bit of patterns. We'll get you in there sparring, throwing all sorts of things.
Sounds great. Can't wait. Let's have a look at what else is coming up on today's show.
Stacey learns all about motocross safety, Kayla and Kayla find out who's the better swimmer, and Brisbane Raw player Brooke Spence shares some soccer tips.
One day, you can play for the Brisbane Raw too.
Hey-ya! How's that?
That's a great start. We can make it even better and more powerful.
Well, I've got the rest of the show to work on it. Here's Adam. Thought it was pretty good, actually.
Not too bad.
G'day. Now, recently, Josh has been bragging that he's been doing lots of cool stuff on TW and that, you know, I don't get to do many cool things. But today, I have been challenged at gymnastics. And just between you and me, I think I'm going to show Josh a thing or two. OK, so that's not me. Well, yet. It's Thomas Pickler. Who better to learn from than an elite gymnast? He's been on TW before and he knows his stuff. He is ranked in the senior division of gymnastics, which I don't need to tell you is no mean feat. And he's won 2 gold medals at the Commonwealth Games. Cool. Oh, all right. Nice stuff, Thomas. That was awesome. So how'd you get to the elite level?
Oh, I started gymnastics when I was 6 years old and worked my way up to all the levels, and over the last 18 years, and now I'm a senior international. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. And this is a full-time thing for you now?
Yeah, I spend 30 hours a week in the gym and, you know, training all my apparatus and all the strength and the skills that we need to do.
Yeah. What is the training like? Is it really kind of grueling, or are you so used to it now that it's just another day in the office?
Yeah, it's another day in the office. It's a lot of early mornings, 6:30 start every morning during the week, and late nights, so finish about 7 o'clock.
Sure. So what's your favourite event?
Floor is my favourite, yeah.
Floor is your favourite, yeah? OK, yeah. Cool. And what other ones do you do?
We have 6 events, so we've got the floor exercise, the pommel horse, the rings, the vaults, the parallel bars, and the spectacular high bar. All
right. Will you mind if I see a little bit more?
Well, I thought I was actually here to give you a lesson on gymnastics.
Oh, no, you will. You can give me a lesson later on, but I just thought I might see what you can do first, then I can kind of do my things.
Sounds good.
OK, cool. Wow, that's pretty cool. You're very graceful. So what's been your serious challenges?
My serious challenge, I guess, was coming back from knee reconstruction in 2009. Spent a year out of the sport there, just, I guess, learning to walk, learning to run, learning to tumble and all that again. So that was the biggest difficulty. And just working towards the Olympics, yeah.
Awesome. So you think you can teach me how to do that and a few other things?
Yeah, why not?
OK, let's do it. So Thomas has got me swinging on the old high bar. Well, lucky for me, I work out from time to time. I'm sure this shouldn't be too tricky.
All right, Adam, your turn.
OK, time to give this a go. Let's see what I am made of. All right, maybe I'll try it a second time. See how we go.
Come on, Adam, please.
This is proving to be a little harder than I realised. All right, how about that one? Well, by the look of the rings, they look like a much more agreeable event to tackle. I'm sure I can do this one.
All right, Adam. You're up. Time to put you through your paces.
The choo-choo train's doing it. Woo! How about this? Hey?
Come on, Ads. You got to do it without the box.
Without the box. Okay, sure. So just use my own strength to get up there. Easy. Okay, hang on. 22. Wow, it's a little hard without the box in there.
Do you play soccer? Hi, my name's Brooke Spence and I'm from the Brisbane Roar. Over my soccer career, I've learned a few things about passing, and today I'm going to pass them on to you. All right, so first things first, today we're going to do a bit of passing. All right, so if I'm going to pass the ball, I would step with my opposite foot towards my partner. I'm going to use the inside of my foot right here to make sure it's nice and accurate. I'm going to face my partner with my eyes, and I'm going to follow through with my kicking legs. So I'll show you. So remember to practice, practice, and more practice, and then maybe one day you can play for the Brisbane Roar too.
Adam, I've always wanted to say I'm a black belt. Look out. How do you get to be a black belt?
We actually go through what are called gradings. So you move from one belt level to the next by doing a grading exam, and an examiner comes and watches you, and if you've got really good techniques, you get promoted to the next belt.
Right. Now, how long would it take to get to the highest black belt?
The highest weight belt, you're probably looking at about 60 years.
Whoa. Okay, that's a really long time. But how do people actually progress through the different belts?
Normally you'd grade about every 3 months, so roughly every school term. You go along to a grading, so you start off from white belt, and then you go through yellow, and then blue and red, and finally black.
Right.
And yeah, you grade each term as you go.
Obviously not going to get to be a black belt today, but is there any chance I might be able to progress from white belt to yellow?
If we train really hard, we might just get to yellow belt today.
Awesome, sounds good. More Taekwondo after the break.
From robots to rockets, experiments to explosions. Science is amazing. When next time the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Oh, under the scope. Scope. Saturdays at 9 a.m.
Fashion, fashion, fashionista. Room for 6. Stretch that lamb old fashionista. Walk the carpet. Fashionista. Love that limo. Fashionista.
Barbie in the spotlight dolls and limo, each sold separately.
This is Kaponk. Each theme Kaponk set comes with all this cool stuff. Batteries not included. What shot you got?
Attention all space warriors. Meccano's new and exciting Space Chaos range of Dark Pirates and Silver Force battle each other over the power of the green crystal. Pick your side and enter the Galactic Combat Zone. Transform your battle spaceships for extra strength. Collect and swap trading cards with other pilots. And use the codes on your cards to go online for more action and surprises. Space Chaos. Space-age construction for the 21st century from Meccano.
It's the trash pack. They're the grossest guys that live in your garbage. Pop open a bin, a surprise inside. There's hundreds to collect and swap. What will you find? Search for the rare ones, glowing trashies too. It's the trash pack. Out now from Moose.
Over here, over there, what do we have? Walkables walking, we're having a blast. Walkables walking.
New Walkables from Littlest Pet Shop. Walk on.
Gutsy, like your stomach, can eat lots of things. But to help your brain, eyes and muscles, you need fruit and vegetables. Gutsy has trouble eating fruit and vegetables, so Gastro Girl and Flex have organised the Gutsy Challenge. Can you eat 2 fruit and 4 vegetables each day for a week? Sign up to the Gutsy Challenge, get sponsored and win great prizes.
Queensland's Jack is about to impress this season's most powerful judge.
Jack, if you're ever visiting Parliament House in Canberra, make sure you stop by. We've got a little kitchen we could let you loose in.
It all starts Sunday on 10.
Did you guys see that? Wow, that was cool. So I'm learning all about Taekwondo today, and I've got Adam here teaching me some self-defense moves. Adam, what's the aim of these moves?
Self-defense is all about obviously defending yourself against someone trying to attack you in all the different situations that can occur. I guess the most important thing in self-defense, though, is what we can do to actually avoid the situation happening in the first place.
Okay, so the basics, principles.
The basic principle is what you can do to avoid it. So can you walk away or talk your way out of the problem, or not walk down that dark alley in the first place type thing. And then, you know, can you move away from the person, block, take it from a simple thing like defending without hitting them through to if they're really aggressive and violent, you might have to strike as well.
Right, okay. Now, do you have to be strong to do these moves?
Definitely not. You can have someone small defending on someone much bigger.
Cool, so what can you show me?
How about we do inside catch?
Okay, all right.
So you're going to take a big step forward and push your elbow towards me.
That was cool. That was easy. Let's do it again.
All right.
Let's do it.
Meet Alicia, Casey and Fraser, each champion athletes in their own right. But to reach the top level in any sport, a lot of hard work goes into it. Alicia and Casey, you guys both train here, but what exactly do you get up to?
Well, my sport's basketball, so I do a lot of defensive work to move my feet faster and a lot of power and strength exercises.
All right, and Casey, what types of cross-training do you do to help you in your sport?
Well, I do athletics, so I do a lot of sprinting techniques to help me improve my times and my starts.
Casey and Alicia have both excelled in their own sports since entering a cross-training regime. Alicia has recently been selected in the under-17 Australian basketball squad after being the top scorer for Queensland in 2010. At the Australian Championships, Casey has taken first place for the 100-metre event in 2009 and 2 silvers and a bronze in 2011. Fraser, how's it going?
Yeah, good, guys.
Now tell me, what sport are you involved with?
I play AFL.
All right, and are you at a pretty high level for that?
Yeah, I play for the Southport Sharks and Queensland Under-18 Scorpions that plays at Nationals.
All right, and when you're here, what type of training exercises do you do?
A lot of sprint work and agility and strength in the gym, and then I go and do running and work on those things.
And they all better yourself in AFL?
Yeah, make huge improvements.
All right, and have you noticed any improvements since you started here?
Yeah, I dropped my 20-metre sprint time by about 0.7 of a second, which is a lot in AFL. It makes for a big difference.
Now, Adrian, you're the coach here. How does someone benefit from coming to a place like this?
Yep, we work on all the athletes' physical skills. So we work on their speed, their strength, their agility, their power. We do that in a range of different methods. So we'll go out on the court, we teach them how to run, we teach them how to change direction. We'll come in the gym, we do strength training. You can see all the equipment that we've got here. We do lots of different power exercises using bands and resistance. So that's basically where our role is, to do everything they can't do when they do their skills training.
Right, and aside from that training work that you do, I understand you also do rehabilitation?
Yeah, just an example, Anthony Petrie down the back there, he's doing some rehab at the moment on his Achilles. He had a ruptured Achilles at the end of last season. And yeah, he's in the return stages of getting back to competing at a high level.
Right, and how do you actually assess how what training an athlete needs to do to better themselves in their sport?
Yeah, well, we assess all the different areas of an athlete's physical capabilities. So we look at their flexibility, their stability, their speed, their strength. We find out what their weaknesses are. So we have benchmarks for different age groups and different sports. And then we just determine what areas they need to work on and go ahead and train them.
Well, I play Aussie rules football as well, but I struggle to make 2 training sessions a week. I guess that's why I might not be improving. So, lesson learnt, to get better, train like these guys.
Now, we all know I'm no stranger to a bit of water, but here's the funny part. Kayla thinks she can challenge me to a swim race. I think I'll let her get past me at the start, and then I'll rip past her at the end.
I can hear you, and see, I don't actually think that you know what you're getting yourself into here.
I think I do.
All right, well, I'd suggest you put your bathers on, because I'm going to start warming up.
I don't even need to warm up.
OK, my tough guy act seems to be working a treat.
To be the part, you've got to look the part, right?
Okay, now I've got that out of my system, I am ready to go. We are only mere seconds away from finding the ultimate champion.
Ready, set, go!
Hey, I wasn't even ready, wait!
The old tough guy didn't last too long, did it?
It's so not fair. I demand a rematch.
Well, if you're willing to lose to me twice in one day, sure, if you want.
Not this time, pal.
Let's hit the blocks.
This time, I call the start. Ready, set, go!
I'm getting kind of tired. I swear the pull is longer this time around.
Only a few more strokes until the end. Oh, there she is. I won. I'm the winner.
Yeah, well, freestyle's never really been my stroke. See, I'm more of a backstroke swimmer.
I think that was pretty obvious by today's result. Oh, no. Who won? Who took
Hail, you won, but next time I'm not going to let you win so easily.
Next time, I'll keep practicing, mate.
Adam, what are these guys doing?
These guys are doing what's called a pumse, or a pattern, which is a preset routine of techniques, so they get to practice all their different techniques. It's a really traditional part of Taekwondo and martial arts.
Right, how many patterns are there in total?
There's 9 patterns to get to black belt, and then once you're black belt, there's a whole other set of patterns again.
That one looks pretty hard. Is there an easier one you might be able to teach me?
Yes, there's a really easy pattern called basic pattern that we can start off with. Yeah, this time.
Start here?
So we're going to start, bring your left hand up to your shoulder, stepping to the front and block. Very good. Step forward and punch. Step forward and punch. And the next one, big step forward punch and key up.
Yeah.
Very good.
This is actually pretty fun, but it's more tiring than I thought it was going to be. Do you have to be pretty fit to do Taekwondo?
Taekwondo is definitely a great workout. You don't have to be fit to start, but you certainly get fitter by doing it.
So how often would you have to practice patterns like this?
Most people do classes about twice a week, and then, of course, you can do extra practice at home if you like.
Sure. And I'm assuming as you move up the belts, the patterns become more difficult and complicated?
Yeah, absolutely. So just like you start with basic kicks and then you move on to the jumping kicks and flying kicks and more challenging kicks, it's the same with patterns. Start with the simple and work on to the more challenging ones.
I think I might stick with this one for now. I'll go back to it. Okay. Like that?
That's it. Very good.
West Coast want the fairy tale. Geelong stand in their way. Live 2 o'clock Saturday on 10. Who will make the AFL Grand Final?
Barbie puppy water park, so fun. Puppies ride the water slide, so cute. Puppies ride the water ride, so crazy. Puppies dive the water slide, water fight. Barbie girl,
Barbie puppy water park with 2 puppies and Barbie doll, adults assemble.
from fashion to friend and back again.
With Bisou, just beat and wear. Then, with a few twists, transform your Bisou from fashion to friend and back again. There's so many Bisou styles. Bisou, sets sold separately.
Out now from Moose.
Tonka, Ricochet Tricksters.
Check this out.
Check it on the flip side. Dare me, I dare you. Tell me if you can. Got mad skills, 6 chicks you don't even know.
That was sick. Tonka Ricochet Tricksters. Each sold separately, batteries not included.
New Star Wars Mighty Beans. Flip and flop your favorite Star Wars characters, like Darth Vader, Han Solo, and of course Yoda. There's over 60 beans to store and collect in the Darth Vader tin. Out now from Moose.
Fashionista. Rule for 6. Stretch that limb, old fashionista. Walk the carpet. Fashionista. Love that limo. Fashionista.
Barbie in the spotlight dolls and limo, each sold separately.
Here is some brilliant news for adults who have difficulties with spelling, reading a newspaper or phone bill, or writing letters and emails. It can be easier to improve your reading and writing skills than to keep putting it off. Take the plunge. Call the Reading Writing Hotline, 1300 655 06.
1300 655 06.
It could change your life.
Welcome back to the show. Today I'm getting Taekwondo savvy here at the Brisbane Taekwondo Centre. Behind me, the guys are sparring. So the aim of the game is to practice all the kicks and punches, but put them into a realistic situation. It sure looks impressive. Adam, there must be some rules to sparring. What are they?
The most important rule is not to hit your partner. So sparring isn't just about the kicking and punching, it's also about using good control as well.
Sure. So, got any tips for me before I have a go?
One of the most important things is actually distance, so making sure that you're far enough away when they're kicking that you don't get hit, and then close enough when you're doing a strike so you're not just waving your arms and legs around in the air.
Right. Any pointers?
Leah, let's start with your hands up guarding. So from here, I just want you to push my arm away as it swings towards you. So as I'm coming in towards you, just moving and pushing my arm away. Very good, and that same translates to kicks as well. Wow. So you've got it all happening already.
Cool. I think I'm ready. Okay.
Kids have always been into making their own fun. Like when I was a little girl, I was into making things, makeshift cubby houses, shell and bead necklaces, bit of paper mache, even the odd cake. Well, the kids I'm hanging out with today are into heaps of fun. They're into motocross and they ride on their very own homemade motocross track. Benson and Alex, the motocross boys, brothers. Now tell me, when did you first get into the sport?
When I was probably, well, it was 8 months.
So you're 9 now, so not very long ago. What got you into it?
When my dad had this PlayStation, we kind of played it, and I thought, oh, I want to do this.
So it was a motocross game.
And I want to grow up and do this.
And how old were you when you first started, Alex? Because you're 5 now. How old were you when you started?
4.
4 years old. Wow, I love your little bike as well. What do you love about doing it? Wearing all this cool gear, I bet. And what do you like about the sport?
Mostly getting serious air and, like, jumping very high and...
Serious air sounds good. Fantastic. Okay, I must admit there weren't many safety precautions involved with making shell and bead necklaces. But with motocross, it's a little different. Chris, it looks like a fun sport, but what are a couple of the main things to remember to stay safe?
I think probably the first thing to remember is make sure you always wear your safety gear, helmet included, and make sure it's done up. Second of all is take your time with it and don't try and rush things too much because you'll end up on your head, literally.
Okay, so take baby steps.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I know that you teach kids and you coach and you have a lot to do with, keeping them safe and working them through it. How do you make them feel comfortable on the bike to begin with?
We start off pretty slowly, like really slow, controlled exercises to get them used to standing up, using their controls, knowing how the bike works in different situations, and then from there put them on the track in little sections rather than just letting them blast around. And I think that way they progress at a nice level rather than too quickly.
And probably get the confidence too as they go.
Yeah, as they learn the new skills, their confidence grows and all's good.
Now, Chris, if people wanted to make their very own track at home, what sorts of things should they keep in mind?
I think probably the biggest thing is to make sure you've got enough room for runoff and the track's not heading directly towards a tree or a dam or something like that.
That's common sense.
It is, but you'd be surprised what you see.
Yeah. And what about the, the distance between jumps and stuff? Is there, are there rules about that sort of stuff?
There's not really. You can sort of make things as big or small as you want, but I think you've just got to build it to suit the rider level. You don't want to build these big, crazy jumps if they're just kids starting out. Keep it safe. And like we said before, the confidence builds as well as they learn more.
Jessie and Ellie, I must say, I love the bikes. I love the mud on the bikes. And from girl to girl, this would be my colour. Pink and black looks fantastic. Also, your track and all the jumps, that is very impressive. Who made it?
My dad, it took 6 months to build. We used some dirt to put on the other jumps and make it better and all that stuff.
And I believe some of the dirt also came from your dam. It's pretty wet at the moment. Do you actually like the mud when it's kind of muddy on the track? Have you got a favourite jump? Tell me about that one. There's a few to choose from. What do you like?
Probably that one over there.
Okay, well, I like to see you in action, Ellie, and you're only 6 years old. Good girl. Learned all about riding today and doing it safely. Is there anything else we need to know, kids? Yeah! They said just have fun. All right, off you go.
Wow, that was amazing.
So the guys are showing us some advanced martial arts or stunt martial arts techniques.
It's pretty incredible. How long does it take to work up to doing moves like this?
You can start off with simple things like jumping front kick that might only take a month or two, right through to the more advanced techniques the guys are doing, which can take years to perfect.
Okay, so how do you practice new moves safely?
Starting in a safe environment, so on mats like the guys are training with now, a good instructor, of course, learning it in nice, easy steps and progressively, so you gradually get harder as you get better.
Oh, I'm so impressed. These guys are incredible. It's been such a great day. Thank you so much.
That's right. We think you've done a great job today, so we'd like to present you with an honorary yellow belt.
Oh, how cool is that? Thank you so much. It's been such a great day. And everyone at home, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next TW.
She's the everyday girl, living a mystical double life. The Elephant Princess, on 10.
Hey kids, it's worldwide. It's time to play. Come on down, worldwide way. Who, what, where, why? Who, what, where, why? Hey kids, it's worldwide time. Worldwide, 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 yeah!
Hello, I'm Wubble, a computer mouse, and this is Warrawai, where I live. I'm just having a seesaw here with a couple of my friends, Sheepy and Dino. Wonder where Lauren is. She's normally here by now.
Seesaw. Wubble you.
Perfect timing. Here she is now.
Hello everyone. My name's Lauren.
Ooh, what have you got on your head?
Was wondering when you were going to ask. It's called a beret.
Ooh, a beret. Very fancy.
It's a kind of hat, and it is a bit fancy, isn't it? It actually comes from France, but it is worn all over the world.
Oh, maybe I could wear a beret one day.
Maybe.
Didn't realise there were so many different kinds of hats.
Oh, there's lots of different types of hats.
Maybe we could find out all about hats today?
That's a fantastic idea. Let's wake up KB and tell her of our plans.
Wake up, KB! Wake up!
Wake up, KB. There she is.
Yes, Wubble you.
Hi, KB. We'd love to find out all about hats today.
Oh, KB, we would love to find out the first letter of the word hat. Can you help us?
Of course I can help.
Oh, thank you.
Here we go.
All righty. Here comes the letter. And
There it is.
It's the letter H. The first letter of the word hat, like mine, is H.
And here is a hat now.
Ah, that hat is very interesting. It's got corks hanging off it.
To keep the flies away.
KB is going to show us some more words that begin with the letter H, and we have to guess what they are.
Oh, I think I know.
Ooh.
It's a hammer. The first letter of the word hammer is H.
Oh, yes. Oh, look. I wonder what this one... Oh, it looks like a pair of hands.
It is.
Ah, the first letter of the word hands is H.
See if you can guess this one.
Oh, looks like...
Somewhere you could live. Of course, a hut. The first letter of the word hut is H as well. And there's a hat again.
Ah.
Maybe your name starts with the letter H. Is your name Hannah? The first letter of the name Hannah is H.
Or maybe your name is Hugh.
Ooh.
The first letter of the name Hugh is H. Now, Wubble you.
Yes.
Are you ready to start finding out all about hats?
Yes.
All right, KB.
Let's ask.
Who, what, when, where, and why. Let's go.
We all live in a big wide world. A world of discovery. Let's ask a question. Let's explore. Will you come along with me? Who, what, when, where, why? A new adventure. Give it a try. Here with us in Warrawai. Join in.
One more time.
We all live in a big wide world. A world of discovery. Let's ask a question. Let's explore. Will you come along with me? Who, what, when, where, why? A new adventure. Give it a try.
Come on.
Here with us in Warrawai.
That hat helps you to dance well.
Oh, you think so? I love wearing it.
I think I'd like to find out. Why do we actually wear hats?
Question number one.
That's why, Wubble you. Why?
Big hats, small hats, frilly hats, furry hats. There are a lot of reasons why people wear hats. One of the most important reasons is to protect our faces, neck, and shoulders from getting sunburnt.
My name's Lucy. I like to play outside.
This is Lucy's brother, Hugh, and their cousin, Liam. They are about to go and play in the backyard, but before they go out into the sun, they have to make sure that they are protected. They are all wearing long sleeves to protect their arms and shoulders. These shirts are great. Lucy's mum gets the sunscreen and rubs it into their skin. All done. And finally, it's time for a hat. These broad brim hats are best for keeping the sun off our skin. Now it's time to play. Hooray! Off to the swings first. Whoosh, whoosh, whee! Hugh's mum is giving everyone a push on the swings. Woohoo! Lucy's going to have a turn on the trampoline. All zipped up, nice and safe. Thanks, Mum. It's fun to bounce